Hi. Just wait for a few to come in. If Warrior comes in, Tappy, you'll get a wrench. Because you've always wanted a wrench. I'm sure some people will try and come in to try and spoil chat. But that's fine because, like I keep saying to people, I should be able to talk about what I want to talk about and be curious to ask those questions or talk about things that some people just don't want to talk about, or, you know, I just like talking about them sort of things. Even if people believe it's real, not mixed in with this or not mixed in with that, or part of this and part of that. Hi, JP. I didn't get what you were saying before, because JP was saying that YouTube were asking about my, was it, hi John, asking about my, what they thought of my video that I did on the Dark Tower, you know? So I find that a bit unusual, you know? Right, just hang on a minute. Why some of you come in. Took some pictures of some stuff, because you know I'll throw some cute stuff in there. Yes, it asked me to rate your video. Don't you think that's weird? Is that weird, or is that just me rating my video that I did on talking about the Dark Tower? Which does show a circle that he drew in the ground, which looks like the map of the UN, if anyone gets what I'm saying. Just saying. Very odd. Or is it because do they normally ask people about people's videos? Just wondering. Right, your camera lens needs cleaning. I know it does. Hang on. See if I can do something. Or it might be the lights. Probably is the light. Oh yeah, it is actually. Hang on. It's the lights. Is that better? It's the lights. So I was just having a think today, you know, it'll trigger some people because my future wife, because I'm just going to throw this out there before I get into it, because, you know, some people might get triggered. If I've been talking about flat earth lately, some people go, oh, but why are you talking about aliens? Because that means you believe in space. Well, if I do believe them, what are they, and do they come from other realms or dimensions? Or just for example, before anyone gets triggers, if there's a model of flat earth with an ice wall, I'm not saying there is there anything beyond that place where there might be different races that don't look a bit like us? Therefore, if they don't look like us, we would say they were alien, if anyone gets what I'm saying. So yes, I will talk about it, because I was sort of talking to someone last night and mentioned, because they were on Flat Earth, about aliens. Yeah, beyond the ice wall. What do I say normally? And I've got it. I can watch. I couldn't watch it because I didn't have the box set to watch the thing to watch it on. Game of Thrones. You know, Jon Snow, winter's coming, the big ice wall. Just saying, who knows? I don't know. And they said aliens are demons, and I was like, well, are they? And then someone just said before, are aliens angels? Well, funny that, because you've got the word angels and aliens, and if you get the word aliens and take the I out and put a G in, what does it spell? Because you know they like to twist things round. A bit like planets, really. If you took the T off, the ST off, or even the T off planets, it'd be plane, wouldn't it? Do we live on a plane? Hi, Mark. We've got Warrior, ex-Warriors, I like to call him Tapper, Mark, John, JP, is that who's in at the minute? And whoever's looking, that's not saying hi, lurking or listening, is I just found that interesting because if the thing goes of there's heavenly realms, we live on a plane and there's a plane above, so there's a physical plane and a spiritual plane. We're fighting it out down here with evil, there's good and there's bad people. So would there be good and bad above? Angels versus demons, which to me may be like one race, but some are good and some are bad because humans are good and bad. People talk about the devil and all that. I think, well, isn't mankind quite devilish? Aren't we quite demonish as well? Because there's good people and bad people. There is the deceivers and the sort of light bringers, whatever you want to call it. That's how I see it. I'm not saying this is true. 17 people watching, it says at the minute, it always goes to 17. I'm just saying I like to think different. There are both polarities, malevolent and benevolent. Exactly, that's what I think. So when people talk about, for example, aliens, if that's what they are, or is it because Hollywood pumps it out and NASA pump it out? Is there a bit of deceiving going on there? Because I'm not saying I totally believe in space and I totally believe in this. I'm just saying, do they pump it out because Hollywood always betrays and NASA, them sort of films. You see Tommy knocking on my... No, but I will do. The aliens are bad. Yeah, fear-mongering, aliens are bad and they're coming to do an alien invasion. We know about Project Bluebeam and all that sort of stuff. They're bad, they're coming to kill it, blah, 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 and all this stuff that they go on about. So we know about that. Hi to all in chat. So is that why they pump it out? And then the other thing is the demons in disguise. Why do they always have to be demons? I was just watching Unbiased on the Fence about someone who was saying about ETs and this stuff, and it was really good because it was about, there's good ones and bad ones. And I thought, well, of course, because like I've just said, there's good humans and there's bad humans. So why with another race if you see it as another race, can they not be good and bad? We have good and bad people in the UK. We have good and bad people in America. We have good and bad people in so on and so on. It's the same sort of things. So if there is, which I believe there is something, if there is a heavenly realm, just like a physical realm, a spiritual realm and a physical realm, surely that's the sort of same thing that's probably going on. We're battling it out down here and they're battling it out wherever they're battling it out, because is it up there? Is it here? Is it over there? I don't know. It just makes you think, and that's why I find all these subjects interesting. It's not just because people are going, ooh, she talks about this and that, she's going mad. No, I like to delve in all the rabbit holes. I'm not saying they're all true, but I'm saying, I like to look at all of them, because if anything does come out, which I believe we're on the verge of like the edge of, the edge of wonder I'm going watching the edge of wonder after this. We're on the edge of disclosure about a lot of things, and we will find out what's true and false in all these so-called conspiracies, and there's mixtures of lies and everything. I've just been watching Rogan, what's his name, with Alex Jones, trying to make out, twist his thing round now that he didn't say this about Sandy Hook, and Sandy Hook was real now, and this, that, and everything. I'm like, think you're trying to make yourself look good, Alex Jones, because you got called out as a traitor, so, I don't know, really don't know about you. Good angels and bad fallen, exactly. Also good demons, not bad. Exactly, what's the... they can't all just be this and all just be that. Everything and everyone can potentially be good or bad. Exactly. So if there are other beings, let's say, because we're human beings, no, I don't trust. He was called out by Q as a traitor, Alex Jones. Also, disinformation was put out as well, so we don't know, but he's trying to change his tune now. Don't know. And I don't really like that. I don't like watching Rogan now, or whatever his name is, either. So there you go. And he was wearing a NASA t-shirt. The one I saw today was wearing a NASA t-shirt with a rocket on it. Alex Jones was like, yeah, okay. Don't believe you. But this is what I'm saying about, I like to look at everything. I like to look at everything because I do believe there's something going on. I had a chat with my sister today. She said, yeah. She said, well, yeah, exactly. They say that as well. And that was said in the old... Pink Book in 1909. We lost everything. First to the Bilderbergs and then to the Greys. then they killed him. Like, what's all that about then? So it all connects as far as I'm concerned. But my sister said she was at school today and she was talking to little ones and they've got this new group time thing called something. And guess what the kids were talking about? Putting out about different perspectives about, some people talk about conspiracy theories and, do we live on a globe or is it flattened? And they were talking about that and the kids, do you know what the kids were saying? Do you know what the young kids were saying about some of them? Well, there might be other dimensions. And it was like, oh, at least they're asking a little bit. They don't just think it's just one thing because we're all going about it's either this or this. We don't know for definite, do we? And that's why I like to talk about everything. Because like I said, if it does come out and it'll be like, well, we're not that surprised, are we? Because we do know for a fact we've been lied to. So, some people only talk about one subject and that's it and they won't dare go into anything else because you think if you mention aliens, ETs, beings or whatever you want to call it, that you mustn't be on this side when it's like, well, it doesn't mean they're from space, does it? What is space? I don't know, but it doesn't actually mean they're from space. Some people say there's a flat earth with inside the earth, there's beings inside the earth, outside we're trapped in the dome or we're trapped in an ice wall, or I'm not saying I'm saying that or that's real, I'm saying these are the sort of things that people talk about and the sort of different models on flat earth because there is many. But there is one I want to show you after which I quite like and how I see it, not how I claim it to be, like some people think, how I would like to imagine that's what it is. So here's a grey alien from, you might have to put it in chat after, interdimensional entity, thank you. So I just wanted to ask you in chat, well, what do you think? Do you believe in ETs, whatever you want to call them, or aliens, or do you believe it's like someone said, angels versus demons, because that's like the realms above and they're fighting it out, because like I said, if you take the eye out of what did I say? The eye out of aliens and put a genie, it's angels. And what do you think? Even if it's just for a bit of fun, what do you think? Because a lot of things with the demon things, I think it's especially in religion that I think it's fear-mongering. I think there could be both, as in just different races that look different to us. Aliens are fake, demons are real, they run democracy. Well, yeah, we know about that, but it doesn't mean, I don't know, that's what you think. Let's see what you think. I think they might exist. Exactly. I think maybe, because who knows? They tried to make out, to me, I think they tried to make out it's all demonic. We know about the demonic side of, what Q's told us, but there's also supposed to be a side that's helping, remembering the alliance, the Palladians, so can't all be bad, can they, if you get what I'm saying. I was raised Catholic, right? Yeah, that's good, and you were raised Catholic. What does the Catholic Church say about what, because I'm not religious and that, but what do they say? And the Bible talks about angels. Did they talk about angels as in stars? I don't know if I believe in aliens from outer space, maybe from the remote place. This is what I'm saying, because I've talked about space lab before, and it's like, right, so we're not really believing in that because we don't really know. Yeah, the Antarctic, that's what I'm saying. It doesn't mean when people come on the channel, like, oh, do you believe in space? It's like, no, because they could be coming from somewhere else. Like you've just mentioned there. I don't know if I believe in aliens from outer space, maybe from the remote places, because apparently, I can't remember the guy who went to Antarctica years back and found another place that was bigger, so many times bigger than America, and no one had explored it. So what's living? Is there anything living there that we don't know about? And they've been trying to get in contact with us, or I don't know. You can Google, not that I trust Google that much, and as we all know, but yeah, yeah. I don't think you're getting your wrench tonight, Tapper. But I'm just curious. I just wanted to ask. This is what it's all about. Is just we can have a chat about it. Right, the Palladians are good watchers. They didn't come from demons. Yeah, exactly. That's what I see as well. Google logo 666. Interesting. We're more demons. We're more beast. The mark of the man. men are the ones that do man-made wars and stuff. Demons are the Draco, Alfred. Yeah, could be. Could be. I've got some tweets to show before I get back into this. Hi. Because I just went on Twitter before I came over and I was like, oh. My sister said today, oh, I've just heard this thing about free energy and this new what do you say, power plant that's going up. I went, power plant? So do you mean the Tesla tower? It's getting out there into mainstream, but they twist it a little bit, don't they? I was like, interesting. She said, I keep telling my fellow it's what you keep talking about, what you were talking about last year. I was like, exactly. Last year, and everyone's getting onto it now. Screenshots. So I saw this funny thing on Twitter today, and I think it was on Cordacon. I think. Just interested by the picture, if anyone gets what I'm saying. For instance, this, the cross, this. And obviously it's a circle, and it says, oh, where's the other one? I can't remember what it said on it now. So I'm just going to go through a few little, obviously, Trumpy Q things. Now, Trump tweeted out, HIV is cured in second patient. Doctors report. Anytimes, such great news for so many, tremendous progress being made. I'm not surprised because a lot of people have said that HIV was man-made, so that's good. What else did I see? And a QAnon has put, replying to Donald Trump, it's going to be historic, planned long ago, as we all know. Within the next 21 days, big happenings are going to take place. Yes. And I also mentioned the actual date of the 21st of March is Human Rights Day, so that's quite interesting, isn't it? It takes 4 light years to get to our aliens, interdimensional beings, as space does not exist, quantum physics. That's what I mean. Interdimensional. The film that I was talking about the other day was the Dark Tower. I keep getting mixed up with the Dark Crystal. The Dark Tower drew the circle with the lines in, looked like the UN map, and said, there's our world, there's your world, there's our world, and there's many other worlds like interdimensional. And they had portholes in it and all that sort of good stuff. So it was good beings. Yeah. Do you have any proof of how? Well, this is the thing, isn't it? Beings, research CD, didn't. Palladian's majority are 6-dimensional. Well, Palladians is on the Q map, isn't it? At the beginning of the breadcrumbs, it says guidance. Draco. Yes, HIV was man-made, and they have made the cure for it. Also, have cures for lots of other. Yeah, and I bet one of them's cancer. You know, because they're starting bringing the CB. Yeah, wait till people find all that out. Oh, you're not researching. You're not doing this, that, and the other. Like, all right, we already knew about this, the other stuff. Taylor, you have any proof of what you're saying? I know what you have been told. Any actual proof? Well, it's just people, you know, we're allowed to discuss whatever, and people see it in different ways. CD, natural oil. Yeah. Oh, Tappy, you've got a wrench, I didn't even see. Ooh, how long have you been asking for one of them? Thank you, wrenchman. I am a being. We're all beings. I think we're all beings, spiritual beings having, you know, the human experience. Q sent us, I love this picture. I love this picture. Can you see it? Q sent us. Dun, dun, dun. About time, I know. Have I been recruited yet? Recruited to what? As if I can't guess what side you're from. Oh, dearie me. Right. Donald Trump. Vietnam is thriving like a few places on Earth. North Korea would be the same, and very quickly it would be denuclearized. The potential is awesome, a great opportunity like most none other in history. For my friend Kim Jong-un, we will know fairly soon. Very interesting. Oh, it just makes me laugh. Also, I noticed this as well because the royals have had this and other people haven't they? What's this going on again? Black eye. And it says, I don't even know who this woman is actually. Hey, Lauren Hutton, we know, and the black eye confirms the truth. How about your role as a handler? Maggie Nixon and other girls. I just said yesterday that it was in the news again about the royals with broken bones and black eyes. So, yeah, interesting. What else did I see? I saw... This has gone up on Twitter. Love it. This is the one I always read out. Yeah, always the left eye. Look who it is. Look who the picture is. This is what I read out all the time. Does everyone know what this is? JFK Jr. and Trump. Hi, Hatch. And it says, I'll read it out again because I just love reading this out. In 1909, we lost everything. My father caught on, first to the Bilderbergs, then he caught on the NASA. He demanded to know who the Greys were and why they were here. They killed him. I strategically staged my own death, allied with the one person in this world whom I knew was honourable enough to trust, and we began to build the plan. Penance is coming, regardless of what you think. You are not yet awake. If you knew you would not sleep, many of you would never go on. You need each other. You need every one of you. Learn to play nice with each other or be left behind. If one stumbles, pick them up. If one asks a question, give them the answer. This is how we grow. There is no more room in the plan for arrogance and self-importance. If you turn one away, you've hurt the plan. If you hurt the plan, you've been left behind. We are watching, we see all. There are no secrets. You would never believe where the files kept on every single one of you. For that matter, you would never believe where they are kept. Prepare for the next phase, prepare, which is this year. Prepare for each other. You are one, and where we go one, we go all. Because that's the whole thing that's going on at the minute with all this stuff that's been going on, a bit of drama with me and other people, is where we go one, we go all. There is no room in this plan for arrogance and self-importance. You turn one away. Where does it say? You are one. We're supposed to be coming together in unity, not dividing, because it is. United we stand, divided we fall. So anyone who's trying to divide and not let people get together, there's a problem there. Left eye of horrid cause the left eye runs to the right. Yeah, heard that before, Chris P. Oh, is Mark just gone? Sorry, my connection's horrible. Oh, bye, Mark. There is a believer. He said hi, Dolly. What's that, crosshatch? Also, what else did I see? Oh, this one, Gitmo. Gitmo. Are they, in brackets, now pushing to close Gitmo because they know they'll end up here soon? It's still open. Will the Guantanamo Bay prison become a 2020 issue? Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. Can't tap on that. Alera has left path, right path, and hidden middle. Yeah, Gitmo. What's this one? Yeah, it says there, look, still open. Still open, folks. Aliens are real, demons are real. It's a thing. Yeah, but what do you think, Doom, as in, if they are, it doesn't mean they're all, evil, does it? Is it like someone said aliens versus demons, or is it angels versus demons, that sort of thing? Because we have this down here, don't we? Or from around, what I was just talking about before, it doesn't mean it's from up there. It could be from out of other places. There's good people and bad people. Same sort of thing, I think. Different races, good and bad. There's Alex Jones that I was watching on, that channel. Look at his top, people. We all know about Alex Jones. What's this NASA top he's got on? Yeah. Beings, demons are my friends. Well, there you go. There was something else I saw. Fat Tuesday. Trump. The American media has changed forever. New organisations that seemed like a big deal are now extinct. Those that remain have now degraded themselves beyond recognition, like the New Yorker. Or they have been purchased by, is it Jeff Bezos or something? I don't know who that is, to conduct unregistered lobbying for, and then I don't know what it said after that. And then someone put, those awake see, those asleep blind, fake news, prop arm of DDS failing. So, well, maybe we're all deluded, Ryan Q, Vincent, who knows? There's ongoing war with the good and bad aliens to free us. Yep. Yeah, that's what I talk about as well. Yep. You know. I mean, it's a bit like, right, we know the story of, I mean, some of you might not. Let me see what I've written down. We know the story of Antarctica, what people talk about. Alex Jones shouts out against amazes me. Alex Jones is a traitor, isn't he? He's been classed as a traitor. But he says a lot of things that people are talking about to get them on board. He was into Q until he shouted it out, and then Q shouted him out. So he does say he did do great on Tommy. That's why a lot of people like him and believe him, because you have to talk about certain things to get people on board. That's what I see it as anyway. That's just my thoughts on it. But we all know the stories of, there's loads of stories about Antarctica, but the main one being, if you know about Hitler down there and the Bell and Maria Orkic and all that sort of stuff, and I believe that some people are saying there's underground cities or whatever where they resided, where they had technology and this, that and the other. So could it be coming from there? You know what I'm saying? Or did they get past the wall or whatever's supposed to be down there and finding other species that may not be like us, so therefore if they don't look like us, people call them alien. It's a bit like when people say, is God an alien? I believe in a creator. All true about, Antarctica, there's loads of stuff, so it's always like, just because something doesn't look like us doesn't mean it's bad. Would people be in fear if, say for instance, the creator didn't look like us because it was some sort of light being or something? I'm just saying, people would think it was bad or it was alien because it didn't quite look like us. But I am on the belief that we do turn into energy after we leave this place anyway. So is that what it is? I don't know. Lots of underground bases with this. Well, we all know about underground bases, not just because of the stories about underground bases with certain ETs or certain, like the Nazis went there also with child trafficking and all these, there's loads of underground tunnels and things all over the world, in the UK, apparently under the Royal, under the Palace, London, everywhere, systems, canals and stuff like that. There's underground tunnels and stuff, and we know that, but is there anything deeper? No sleeping worry tonight. Don't know. What does it matter? It doesn't have to come in all the time. What? And you just come to troll, or you're just joining in, or you're just getting triggered because someone's not here or isn't here. Does it matter? We're not well, we're sort of talking about that, but we're not talking about that. I don't know. Why don't you go and ask him? Stop crying. Because your boyfriend's not in it, doesn't really matter, does it? So, because I'm into all them sort of stories, whether the stories or whether they're true, who knows? I think we will find out in the end. Because I see what side you come from. Why are you asking? You can see who's in chat, so why are you asking? Anyway, ignore that. So, the Max Spires stories and stuff like that, all that sort of stuff interests me. All that sort of stuff interests me more than what we got told at school and in history books, because we all know. And if you don't know, we're all beginning to find out that certain things are not making sense anymore, and we've realised we've been lied to. Like I said today, my sister told me about the kids at school talking about stuff today. They're beginning to question things. One possible use for underground places to protection of the possible resets of the world. Well, some people think that there's there is underground tunnels and that, because the elites were going to go there when they were going to press the button of destruction, let's say, and they were going to go there, weren't they? But a certain truth movement found out about it, and there's been lots of booms going off in America and that underground, and nobody knows what it is, because I think something's happening down there as well. Because Obama and all them sort of people and Hillary aren't running to underground bunkers. They've got somewhere they're going, but they're not going to underground bunkers, if you know what I'm saying, because it's not happening, is it? It's not happening. So yeah, exactly. National Memorial Gardens. It's there's all this stuff. There's lies and truth in everything. Grey's like underground. Yeah, they say about that. I love the stories, whether they're true or not, about oh God, I can't remember his name. Big guy. Said he's been to all them under there. It's interesting. It's way more interesting than school, because we know it's not all true. That's why everyone argues in all these communities, oh, this, that, and the other, this, that, and the other. It's like, well, because we've been lied to, nobody knows the truth properly, unless you've seen something with your own eyes. That's why people can't say, oh, it's this and oh, it's that. Well, we like to speculate, because if you've not actually been there, done it, you can't really say anything. But we do know, there's lies, and they're pushing certain stuff. And there's truth and lies in, communities. Pure speculation on your part. Oh, that's good for you, Ryan, But there's all that sort of stuff out there. And like I said, the reset, they were trying to bring in like I said the other day, the apocalypse. And I'm trying to push that word out there, say, fear-mongering the word apocalypse. Apocalypse means uncovering, unveiling. What? Unveiling the truth? Yeah. But they were trying to play God, weren't they, if you want to say. They were trying to play creative, bringing it in. It's a rebirth is going on of a rebirth of the veil coming down, of people realising what reality we actually live in. LT, Nolan, chuck them out. They're always on here, waffling on, going on. Yeah, if it's not always people in the chat that time out. I do, because I know what channel you're off, and I'm not interested in it, because you're not joining in nicely, you're just waffling on with yourself from somewhere, so I'm not bothered. Yes, Chris P, it's the unveiling. It's the golden age. Now, some people are really freaked out about that. They're, oh, yeah, it's supposed to be bad and all this, that, and the other. And it's like, oh. I was having a discussion with Alchemy again the other day. Someone was like, oh, yeah, it's gold and it's to do with this and it's evil and the Bible says, and it's evil. I'm like, no, that's not just what alchemy is about. It's about also separating oils from plants and stuff like that. It's actual to do with nature as well, the natural thing of the universe and stuff like that when you actually look into it. But there's fear-mongering in everything. Everything. Gotta go, take care. Bye, Manny. The bride is ready. Yeah. The golden age of, to me, it's of truth. Whatever these truths come out, that's why people shouldn't be arguing. They should be uniting, because there's one thing we all should be uniting on, anarchy. Shouting this out till I'm blue in the face all over the plains is, or whatever you want to call it, is we've been lied to. So people need to stop arguing about, oh yeah, well it's this and that. Just unite. The people you should be arguing with are the above people, what do they call it, the elites, the high-ups in the government, the high-ups in education, the high-ups in big pharma, all them sort of people, not normal people who are just asking questions because we're curious. People come on over my channel, like trying to, alchemy is the science of healing as well. Yes, it is, Ryan, it is. That's what I was trying to tell someone the other day. It's nature, natural resources and stuff, about healing and all that sort of stuff, but people think it's evil. Do you know them, Flat Out Warrior? Do you know them? People call it different names, don't they? Elites, Illuminati, the Cabal, the Khazarian Mafia. Lots of different names. Still means the same thing. I don't block people who ask questions. I block people who are quite newish that have come over from another channel that's been trolling. You're not properly from my channel. It's a bit of a queue chat as well. I don't think you're onto queue either. So if I want to block you, I will. Who do you think the elites are then? If you're going to join in, who are the elites? Who are the elites to you? Who are the elites? I'm asking you. Who do you think they are? Oh, it's all about censorship again. I'm not mainstream media. I can censor who I want. I'm not mainstream media. If you've got a problem with censoring, you need to go to the high ups, as in mainstream media and the newspapers and people like that, and the people who own YouTube. They're the proper censoring, not people like me with not that many subs. That's what you're getting paranoid with. I can chuck you off here because it's my channel. The proper censoring that's going on is the people who own YouTube, the higher ups, Soros and people like that. People who own the BBC over here in the UK, like Tommy's doing a thing on it, isn't he? Bringing Panorama down. So, what you're telling me something I don't already know. Yeah, anyone causing separation. Oh, it's just the usual. I've come over from a different channel. Bothered because they think that I'm censoring and that means something like I've been recruited from somewhere else and I'm not really who I say I am because I'm a character when I've been who I am all the time. It's just because I talk about different things all the time because I like to question and research and be curious about everything, and I don't see what there's a problem with that really. Apparently there is, and apparently there's a problem with me if I want to throw somebody out. Well, I've just asked you a question. Why don't you try answering it? Who are the elites? You? I'm glad, Mr. T, that you liked Fifth World's channel. It's brilliant, especially if you resonate with that stuff. When I say to people, go and look at this channel, go and look at that channel. If you don't resonate. And just to throw it out there to annoy some people that had just come in before, I was watching before Roxanne, the globalist denier, who they think I'm in cahoots with, and I actually do like because they are nice people. And what was really funny about this is what I was talking about the other night. I'm going to find it now. Is a great channel called John Thor as well, who controls the banking system, controls the world, money is slavery. Yes, thank you, Paul. Very true. Hi, Dave. Very true. Who controls the media also controls the world, which probably are the ones that own the money. Were the Rothschilds, was it above them called the Pacers? I think, is it the Pacers family? These elite families. We all know about this. Well, most of us do. Yes, I heard about Keith from The Prodigy, but the only thing I thought was really about that, it was his hair that he used to do, and I found his death a bit weird, if you get what I'm saying. It's not about pointing fingers, it's about saying I am. Yeah, but there's fake ones, international entity. It's not those people, there's fake ones, so you've got to be careful what you say, sort of thing. Let me find out. Khazarian Mafia were the fake ones, by the way. The ones in the EU, sorry, that are trying to do what they've been trying to do in Paris and Brexit and everything. Right, so I was watching. Anyone bring up that? Did anyone bring that up? No, they didn't. So stop trying to cause crap. Thank you very much. Is that what it's called? Yeah, well, Khazarian Mafia, they call it. A bit like Hillary Clinton's dad was in the mafia, the Chicago Mafia. So I was watching. This was interesting. Find out which one it was. So, what's that? Right, so Roxanne, the globalist, and I thought this was brilliant. If you know about SGT report I was talking about the other night, well, it was mentioned on her channel as well. So it shows people are waking up. So I didn't say that at all, so stop telling lies.
John has got it there. It's stationary, hasn't set off yet, but it's full of passengers. He's
Where is it now?
Advocating for his work. He puts a
Let's see if I can find it.
that was included in that. I just thought it was
Feeling really good past couple of days.
And kind of a deep
exposing all the lies, but then just
think it was.
Subscribers, I think.
Almost a quarter.
So on, and he's quite happy to explain.
Yeah, listen to this. This is who I talk about.
There was some major content released this week, and go ahead. I want to steal your thunder, but listen, I got something to say about this as well.
Yeah.
As well. So yeah, go for it.
Well, this is announced probably about a week before it actually happened, and it was the SGT report, which is actually a financial
SGT,
commentator
whoop whoop.
who's normally in amongst all the market news and what's going on with big banks and all the corruption.
'Cause it's
and
all
so on.
connected.
He's quite happy to expose those things, and he's brave
Cute.
to do that because he's taking on some big entities when he does so. But one fantastic decision he made was to actually present Flat Earth to his 240,000 subscribers, I think.
Almost a quarter of a million. Yeah.
And
Quarter
we
of a
had
million.
Marcus and David Weiss make excellent accounts for themselves.
Oh,
stepping
go
through
home.
to the commentator of SGT.
Everyone's a shill, aren't they?
All the major points, led by him. So he obviously.
So it was brilliant because Roxanne had mentioned. I'm sorry, I don't know who this guy is. Is it Robin? It was on the Roxanne, the Globalist, and it was brilliant because I was just watching it and I was like, oh, who did he just mention? SGT report, sorry. If I've got that right. SGT report. SGT report, who I have shouted out a lot because it's on the QAnon thing and everything, and he was mentioning Flat Earth. So just saying 250,000 subs. So to all them little people that come in moaning because they think Roxanne's a shill and they think that I'm a shill, you need to go and get a life, really. You really, really do. Everybody's a shill at the minute. If you come on questioning Flat Earth from somewhere, you'll be seen as a shill. Divide tactics, more like, from that side. So, Dolly, can I do one, please, love? What do you want to do? What do you want to do, Tapper? News put in place. It won't be anybody above the station. Anybody under itself. Will you get a lead? Oh, March the 6th. What was you saying, Tapper? So I'll shout that out. Also, Roxanne was shouting out a great channel, which was John Thor. I like John Thor as well, because I will shout out the channels that I resonate and people that I like who are positive. It could be a same channel talking about the same thing, but if they're not on, if I don't like the way they carry themselves so that, then I won't shout it out because I watch the ones that I'm more in connection with and the people that I like who come across as positive, and stuff like that. Nothing wrong with that. I won't, shout out negative channels. Kick one out. You can kick who you want out, Tapper, if it's that same one, because they're always coming in. It's a bit boring with them. Who else was watching? They're trying to throw the thing in about families now and all that, because we all know about that. I mean, everyone was talking about it last year. That's boring as well. What was I watching? Saw a bit on Tommy, saw some Trump stuff. I saw this now. This will trigger some people. Hi, Sue. The Flat Earth community go on about different models. Now, I've never made a claim saying I knew which model it was or if it is this model, because none of us know really. But the model I would imagine it to be, the one what I think would work well off, is this one. And I'm going to show you. And if anyone's into all this chat and you haven't come across this channel, it's a good one to watch, and you can see what you think. And it's really good. And it's by a guy called William Guzman. Flat Earth Truth, the glass firmament is an electric motor. Electric, I like that, because we know about electrics and stuff like that, so that's good. So anyway, I'm going to show you a little bit, because it's about 8 minutes in, so you can watch all the bit about the workings of it and this, that and the other. It was just interesting, because he was showing the workings of it, what he was doing. Here.
Let's start construction of our motor by creating the coil.
Ooh, coil.
Slide the permanent magnet into place.
But 8 minutes
It doesn't
in,
matter which pole.
this is what I like. This is how I see it would work. This is the way I'd like to imagine it would be. Not making a claim. So, It's going to show you in a minute, and I'm going to show you how I would imagine it if this is how it is. It will affect me, and I tend not to punctuate, which I can change if I prefer. Lovely. You have to be quick tapper. Right. I just love this, which reminds me of my top I got the other day, right? He's done this. He's actually made this, and but it's not about this bit of it. It's about this bit. He does all the little example, which is fantastic. Love it. And then what I like is this. See this? Yeah. Worldwide Patriots United, exactly. See this? I like this. This reminds me of the yin and yang, my top. Look at that, and I'll show you in a minute. Sun and the moon, sun and the moon. Right? Simple as. Just going to show you in a minute, I think. There we go again. It's a bit like the UN map, doesn't it? And then where's the little diagram? This is how I see it. That is how I would imagine it to be. The stars, the constellations. Moon and the sun. Revolving around us makes energy, makes electric. Dolly, search for quantum levitation and play anything that looks like a blob on a reel. So, if anyone wants to check that out, because I thought it was, I thought it was really good. It was, you know, you're allowed to look at different things and have different opinions on different models and stuff. That's the one that I like. That's the one that I would like to see it as. Oh, they were crying because you weren't in. They missed you. They wanted to kiss you and hug you. Was William Guzman, I think it is, was this one. William Guzman. And it was brilliant, and it was about the energy that we can get from it as well, which is, you know, free energy. Tesla, what Q's been trumping, well, he has, tweeting out, because the last card will be a trump card, people. So anyway, right, what do you want me to look at? What am I looking for? Say it again. I'm going to bring it up. In a good mood again, fifth. Always in a good mood. People think they can bring you down, but they can't. If you're a positive person anyway, do you know what I'm saying? We're just saying fifth. PJ said that YouTube have been asking about if how they rated my video on the Dark Tower. Why? Why? Interesting. And Warrior, my sister was saying today that they were talking at school today about different dimensions, and what if the world wasn't round? And the kids turned around and went, well, we think there's different dimensions, miss, and this, that, and the other. And I was like, well, at least they're thinking different. AP said a lot of that. Oh yeah, but type the name and I don't know what I'm doing with that. I don't know what I'm doing. You'd have to come and help me out with my PC, because I've got one, and I really don't know how to work it, and I don't know if it needs tinkering with. You'll have to help. Come and help me out if you've ever got any time. Positive in mind, body and spirit. Exactly. You can't break someone who's got spirit. This is what I've said they're trying to do. Break your spirit. Even these people that come over, won't happen. It is strange, fifth. Why are they... Just ask JP what they said. Why are they bothered about my... oh yeah, looking on here. Right. Do it again. My thoughts on that. You mean look, I'm alive on my phone? This is what I mean. I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. Right, I've done it. And we'll just chuck this one out there as well. This one?
Quantum locking. The superconductor is locked in space, and it stays wherever I put it. You see, this is quantum trapping.
It's amazing.
As long as it's
So the it's superconducting.
No, I like it. I like it.
upside down,
Right.
and it stays locked.
So the fact that it's
Oh.
superconducting is locking the magnetic field in three
Yeah.
dimensions, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you, LA Taylor. I know, I'm just
Because this is a
forgetting I've got my phone in front of me.
rotate without breaking.
That's what I mean, I'm not a professional, you know, I don't know.
Because
So it stays there on the X and Y, but not on, but it pivots on the.
yeah, on the axis of the.
So if anyone wants to have a look at that,
on the side,
it's called, is it Association of Science? Quantum levitation. So that's interesting if anyone wants to, you know, if you're interested, watch it. If you're not, you don't have to. It's not a cult. I don't tell you where to go and what to do. I say if it resonates. I think I stopped the satanic witch. I think they stopped the satanic witch and shooting drills. I think they have. We haven't heard much, have we? But Alex Jones was putting out now that what were them shootings called? They weren't fake. I'm not saying all of them were fake, but a lot were. But now he's saying they're not. I'm like, Alex, we know about you, Mr. Jones. We know about you. We know about you. 0 point energy will be the future. Well, like I said yesterday, they're all tweeting and going on about free energy in the Tesla tower that they found in Moscow in the woods. And my sister said today again, because people are hearing it in the normal world, she's not really onto all this, but she has heard what I've said. And she said they're talking about this new energy plant and this, that, and the other. Went, yeah, they are, aren't they? But mainstream media will spin it a little bit. Oh, yes, they are, because they can't stop it by using the magnetic inside the... Yeah, you see what I mean? People are on, you know, we're all on the same wavelength. 50, you can't... I can't see that. 50, you can't say that what you did. What are you talking about, Chris P? What's going on? Well, there is a lot of fake shootings and things out there, you know. Nolan Dell has civic... Maybe he means they actually did kill kids as satanic witch. Maybe, but I'm not too sure about Alex Jones because he did get shouted out by Q as a traitor. Because he has red-pilled a lot of people, but sometimes you do things and report and stuff to get other people in. He was onto Q and then he called it out. He did Tommy Robinson reports, which was good, because I was over there at the time with InfoWars, and then it was like, nah. And I don't know if it's disinformation, because Q did put disinformation needed, but he is up as a traitor, so we'll see anyway, won't we? And he actually said today, I'll tell you why, this film, with Rogan, what's his face, has actually had a chat with Alex the other day, and someone's put it up showing you what they said, and they were saying about conspiracy theories. There's too many conspiracy theories, and everyone who's onto them are like, you know, psychotic and this, that, and the other. So they're just trying to say now, like the CIA, that conspiracy theories, as we know are truth, are not true. So that's what Rogan and Alex were saying. So what does that tell you? That's all I'm saying. Oh, they're always in a... I tell you what, Trump likes to tweet a lot. Oh my God, does he like to tweet a lot? I'm always getting alerts. I know, it's been brilliant. If did something to stop... It's simple experiment about using magnetic sometimes. Scientist is using... Yes, he was working for the deep state to discover for them. Disclose for them. See what I mean? There's all sorts of things going on. Alex Jones is actually on the Q map alongside David Icke, and it's like... And David Icke puts a lot of stuff out, but he's not been called out, but they've tried to stop David Icke talking where he goes lately. So it's a bit like, we're talking turns to be true and rounded. Well, causing cancer turned out to be true. Weed killer causing cancer, yeah. Cancer's like, it's the food we eat and stuff. That's why they said people aren't going to be happy when they find out what they've been doing. I've said this before, if you haven't read Behold the Pale Horse, people think we were going into World War III. We never came out of World War II. It's been a silent war with, you want to say chemical warfare, you only have to look at the stuff that you clean your house with. It's got chemicals in it, it's poison, and it can give you cancer, it can give you, what do you call it when you forgetful, lots of different diseases. They're putting it in your food, they're putting it in your drink, they're putting additives in your drink. What's additives got in it? They're putting, so they're killing us off that way, killing us slowly off, depopulation. Like I said the other day, mind, body and spirit. They're going for your minds through television and certain things, and you're sitting there believing everything mainstream media. They're going for your body with your food and your drink and stuff like that. And then the last one they go for is, Alzheimer's, thank you. I'm like, the last one they're going for is your spirit and your belief, your sort of faith in stuff and all that sort of stuff. So, that's true. You can see that going on all over. Chemtrails, vaccines, all that sort of stuff. It affects people, not everybody, but you got crystalline DNA, So, do you know what? Series I need to go and finish off because I started it and then didn't finish it off. Did anyone see Altered Carbon? Altered Carbon by a water distiller, guys. Yes, very true. I've got one. I've got one in my kitchen. I don't drink tap water. Yes, calcifying the pineal gland with fluoride. Thank you. Yes, I've talked about this. Always talking about it because fluoride calcifies your pineal gland. It is not good for you. It's putting crap in your body. Distilled water. I've been drinking distilled water since last July. I don't drink tap water, and it's nice and fresh. It's lovely. We need to start decalcifying your pineal gland because that's what's supposed to work. That's what we're supposed to use it, and they want us. The dumbing us down, basically. That's what it is. The dumbing us down. I can see other people's memories. Well, don't you think that goes in, Chris P, with all the stuff they talk about when you're communicating in other maybe dimension or what? Because I believe way back we used to be like telepathic. I don't think we really used to speak that much, if anyone gets what I'm saying. When I said something about I don't understand things sometimes in words, but pictures and that, I'm like, Like at school, it was never like the theory side of it. It was more the practical side of it, if anyone gets what I'm saying. Because I think that's what we were. And that's why people today, with all this stuff that's going on, talking, someone will say, oh, I believe it's this, and they'll say a word and someone will go, what do you mean, do you believe in space? It's like, it's just the words we're using. People use different words to describe things, but it's sort of the same thing. Like people go, for example, the Illuminati or the elites, well, they're all the same thing, but people say different things because that's how they explain it, and then people start getting like, oh, I'm triggered by this and I'm triggered by that. It's like people are using different words because that's how they see it, that's how they explain it. Your mannequin light's gone off. Oh, I keep kicking it, Sue. The light's broken. I don't know. Ooh, I keep kicking it. I don't even know where it is. I don't even know where it's plugged in, Sue. Where is it plugged in? Ooh. It's a bit dodge. I need to put some new lights on it. Got the tree there for the bird. Mum cut a branch off. I was like, I'll stick it in the house and then the bird can sit on it. There's so much thing of disease. There's no such thing as disease anymore. No, it's disease. Well, they all made that, didn't they? All the diseases, a lot of diseases are man-made. Everyone will think that's bonkers, but most of them are. We were given everything. We were supposed to heal ourselves. Our body can heal ourselves. We have such a thing called an immune system. The reason why they give us medication a lot is to break your immune system down so you get iller and iller. We have natural resources in the earth. That's what they're there for. Holistic. You know what I'm saying about alchemy? It's like medicine from nature. But people get triggered by it and think it's evil because it's been said in a book or this, that and the other, that it's evil. It's like, no, it's not evil. Research. English language is backwards. It's why women and men don't understand each other because girls read intent. Well, someone was saying the other day, oh, you women, you're too mystical, like mystical, and it's a good job we are. A lot of it is quite mystical, magical, if you get what I'm saying. I've said this before, just because some people don't believe certain things and think it's all sounds dead mad and mystical, and as like I said before, just because you can't see something doesn't mean it's not there. We know we're breathing air, but you can't see it unless it's windy and something, a leaf flies past or something, or you see smoke going up, there's something around us. So that's rubbish when people say, oh, it's rubbish. It's like, well, it's not, because just because you can't see, we know, there's different waves and things of energy. Just because you can't see it Doesn't mean it's not there. Yes, you're connected to the different dimension. Exactly. People can see orbs and stuff and things like that. Some people can't, some people can, some people can hear things like that. It's like when they say people are hearing voices and stuff like that. I don't believe it's because people are mad. Other people laugh at that. It's because there's other things going on in different places. Just because you can't see something's there does not mean that it's not there. Your childbirth to give them their soul in the childbirth. You know, and I like when people can come in with different things, and it's like my sister said today. I tell her everything. She's like, oh, yeah, we're talking about this at school. She went, it's about being open-minded. If you're closed-minded to everything, if you just believe in one thing, if you just believe in everything that you were told from birth, on TV, the news, your newspaper that you pick up in the morning. I don't read the newspapers, I don't read magazines, and I don't watch TV. I look around the internet and stuff and other stuff. The orbs were super brill this morning. See, there's people on here that see them. You don't live in a, some people are scared of being like open-minded, open to other things that you might be in a bit of fear of, but you know, can you open your mind, can you open your heart? Or do you just believe everything that you've been told of your mum and dad and their parents before, because they've been programmed as well from the schools and, you know, as we've grown up, everything. It's in visions. You know what I said about visions? It's all there in front of your TV. She's American. She's MD in herbs, plants. She's great. She hates Big Pharma. Who's that, Dave? I follow a channel called Yummy Mummy Emporium. She sounds familiar. Health channel. She's really good. Thanks for that, Dave. Yeah, a lot of people are against Big Pharma because we know that there's a lot of people that have got shut down that who do herbalistic medicines. Why? Because they want you buying Big Pharma. Kill you off quicker and money, 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 money. It's what it's all about. As humans, we are naturally curious, exactly, creatures, whether individually or collectively, especially in the current climate. Exactly. And this is what it's all about. It's about the collective consciousness coming together. And some people are here, like someone who's just come in now, to try and divide that thing, because some people just don't like unity at all. You know, or networking, as they call it. Well, that's what everyone's doing at the minute. And some people don't like it because the people who are at the New World Order, let's say, they don't like unity either, because that's why, as we know with Q, they put everything out there against race, religion, gender, everything, to divide everyone and keep them arguing like things that are going on, because that's what it's about. It's about not keeping you in unity. It's about dividing, so you're all arguing and killing each other off and going on and being mad and keeping in the anger mode, which I'm seeing a lot of people in, the anger mode. It's not about fighting us lot. It's about fighting the ones at top. It's not necessarily the people who work for them, because they're like little minions. The ones above, the big cheese at the top of that triangle. We're all at the bottom, and it goes, you know, a few more and a few more to the what's up here. But there's people too bothered about fighting, you know, whatever. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous. I'd love to have a week of the sun instead of chemtrails. Yeah. But it's been getting better though. Getting better though. I've been trying to look out and I'm like in the garden like, oh, bloody big stupid clouds and stuff, you know, chemtrails. But totally agree. You know what I mean? You got people fighting against people. But that's where I say that's where it resides with your what is your intent? People have been going on about me lately. There's a big thing on, you know, the flat earth side. Ooh, who is she? What character is this? Character. I'm not a character. I'm a mother of two. Being curious, and I've opened my mouth about flat earth and people have got triggered thinking I'm from what? You're going to get more people coming over because a lot more people are looking into things and asking questions. So is everyone that comes over being recruited or playing a character? A lot of people know me and there's people on here from the beginning. I'm not no character. I'm just me, and I've always been me, and I talk about many different things because I talk about what's in my head, what I'm seeing everyone else talk about, collective consciousness, and I talk about it when I want to talk about it, whatever subject I want to talk about it on, whether it's right, wrong, upside down, like I said before, or it doesn't interlock with maybe what I'm talking about. It doesn't matter. Like someone said, we are humans, we are curious. That's like children. Children are curious. That's why they want to shut children down. and this, that, and the other, because they don't want children having an imagination and dreaming and being curious like they should do, asking questions at school like they should do. No, they're getting shut down. No, you shut up. We don't want you asking questions. Shh. You listen to what we're programming you. Sit down at school, write, repeat, like a parrot. Write and repeat, read and repeat, write and repeat, repeat, till it gets in your head. And then when you go out in the big wide world and people, you want to, people are saying different things like what's happening now, you're like, no, this is the truth because I have been programmed to believe this is the truth. That's a robot, by the way. Just saying. Vaccines, yeah, technically I'm home. Well, here in Victoria, we have all this spot called Our Place where we gather. Good. Is that where you all have a chat and everything? It's brilliant. That's why people are going on like groups against groups in the same groups. They have meetups on different communities. I'm not just talking about what I've been talking about lately. Communities of all different things, whatever you want to call it, because they have meetings or they network because they believe in the same thing and they want to talk to people that believe in the same thing or are on the same sort of lines. They don't all agree, and that's fine, but it's hard if you're living next to neighbours or friends that are not on the same wavelength and you want to talk about it. How do you talk about it if then people are like, eyes are going glazed over when you're talking about it? You need to find a community or a network or a group that you can go and talk to those people and have a conversation and try and figure out what's going on. It's like people said, it's not all like this person's right, that person's right. We're all just trying to find out the truth. People who come into my chat at the minute, these trolls as we like to call them, have got a problem with that. A problem with people networking and coming together or being in certain groups. It doesn't matter. It's like I said, it's about uniting. Free meals and just a place to be. Yeah. The biggest thing in life is just really like food in your belly, somewhere to sleep, head down. Half of the stuff we have today we don't really need. They just want us consuming. Spend your money. Let's get you ill. Eat all your food and we'll get you ill. Consume all the food, we'll make you ill, and then you'll be on medicine, big pharma, and then we'll kill you off quicker. And that's why a lot of people have got diseases these days and all this stuff, and we all go, we didn't have it years ago. No, we didn't, because they weren't putting half the crap in the food. Also, I came across this. This is brilliant. This song is hilarious. Especially if you're from my age range sort of thing. So let's find it. This was brilliant. I'm going to play it anyway. I was just like, oh my God, hilarious. Let me see, where is it? So funny. There it is. Oh my God. You ready? Someone's just made this up. As a boy who was raised in the 1970s and 80s, I have decided to rewrite this Billy Joel track, listening just some of the things that I can remember from my childhood.
Jimmy Mallett, Wackaday, coming from East Enders Gate, shaking back, Riker Jack, who did you J.R. Pac-Man, He-Man, take a set, Walkman, Buckaroo,
Fifth World, yeah.
you, Michael Knight's car.
Yeah.
Goonies, Crankies, Filofax, and Yuppies, Lockerbie, you and me, John Lennon, Sharp Dead, Mr.
These
Man,
are the days.
Mr. Ben, Angie Watts, Dirty Dan, Swap Shop, Tears was Charles and I getting wet. Didn't own an iPad.
I didn't own an iPad.
Never heard of texting, only teletexting. We never owned an iPad. Never used the sat nav, only old AA maps. Space Raiders, Darth Vaders, our white secret lemonaders, moon boot shell suits, Michael Jackson's black. Willy Wonka, water plunker, playing with your favorite Tonka. Mrs. Mangle eating Spangles, ammo high on smack. Mr. T.E.T. wearing pants for P.E. Hungry Hippo, Sam Fox, Double Denim, Fraggle Rock, speaking spell, Chaz and Dave, Acid House and all the raves, Gremlins were being mean, 19.
We didn't own an iPad. How brilliant's that? We didn't own an iPad. Because we didn't. What were we doing in them days? Using our imaginations, playing outside, all the stuff kids don't do that much today. That's all we worried about. Fraggle Rock, down Fraggle Rock. Was it down Fraggle Rock? Catch your cares away. Worries for another day. Down at Fraggle Rock. So if you want to go and see that, so it was hilarious. That was by Hunky Graham 1. We didn't own an iPad. Hilarious. Spell check, yeah. Read it on an iPad. Do. That's how kids should be living now. When I was younger, you were crying if you weren't allowed out. If you got grounded, don't know what they call it in America when you weren't allowed out, you were crying because you wanted to be playing out. Now kids, like my eldest, just want to sit in his bedroom on the computer. You know? So that's how it should be. And that was brilliant. That just was hilarious today. So, yeah. I like my iPad. Yeah, but the funny thing is, we're watching it on your iPad as you're watching it. Kirby. Yeah, Kirby. So, yeah, I just keep pumping out. It's unity, people. So, I'd just like to say, when you're in chat and you see certain people come in, I'm not bothered about who comes in. It's what they're saying and how they're saying it and things that they're shouting out that are disgusting. That I did speak to someone today and said, we know what them people are about when they're shouting silly claims out and stuff. So, ignore them or they go out, you know, because I won't have it. The Rem song at the end of the world has some prophet lyrics there. Them were the days, Sue. They definitely were. I'm just waiting till my battery runs out a little bit. My daughter 15 just got busted this week driving illegally with 3. Oh no. But what else was there? But I do like that thing of aliens and are aliens angels? Because when you change certain letters and take one out and put one in, it's aliens are angels. Quite interesting. Because as they say, if you're on the thing I'm on, physical realm, spiritual realm, they fight out in the heavens, as you say, which comes down to earth, same sort of thing. But, I'd like to say before, because I said about the, are you single, Dolly Daydream? You are spectacular. Oh, thank you, Tyler's at the minute. Something about group of reporters at the Trump. Something about a group of reporters at the Trump. Oh, well, I'll be on it like a cat bonnet after. I hit hide user on this channel. I think that kicks them out. Yeah, I think it does. Thank you. Pull a card. Oh, yeah, we'll pull a card. What was I going to say then? Every album title. Yeah, it is. It is. Oh, God, that Michael Jackson one, though. Would you remember the song by Michael Jackson that... na, 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 they don't really care about us. Dun, 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 dun. I can't remember the song. Na, 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 na. Do, 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 do. That's because they're talking about the elites there. They don't care about us. I'm going to find that now. What's the lyrics to that? MJ, they don't care about us. They don't care about us. They don't care about us. Document. So, what's the lyrics in that? They don't really care about us. I loved Michael Jackson. There was something about Michael Jackson. Something went up yesterday about Michael Jackson because of what they said about him. It was all SB, what they said about him. All that stuff. It was reported in a report that I found. I'm going to find the thing of actually, they lied on every account about him. More like an angel. They don't care about us, but we are of great interest to them and we don't know why exactly. I want to say it was, they don't really care about us. All I want to say is that they don't really care about us. Yeah, light shining. Beat me, here it is, look. Beat me, hate me, you can never break me. Will me, thrill me, you can never kill me. What's that bit say? It says, do me, funny, do me, sue me, everybody do me, kick me, like me. Don't you black or white me. All I want to say is that they don't really care about us. Oh, you want to go and check his songs out. Very true. And then I sing that song of this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, by the way, my little son yesterday, it was his birthday, but he was ill. So we had his birthday cake today, which, funny enough, he didn't like chocolate cake because he was just a bit off. I knew someone was in this band for a couple of... And I put some candles in his cake and he blew them out and said, make a wish. And do you know what his wish was? He said, love and peace for the world. I was like, brilliant. He didn't know what to say. He was like, I don't know. Love and peace for the world. That's what he said. Not, I want this, I want that. And that's what he said. And every day he says, Mummy, I love you. Mummy, I love you. He must say it about 50 times a day. I was like, bless the children, because this is what it's all about. Our generations, the next generations. I don't care what anyone's saying. I keep saying this. It's for the truth of them to know, so they can move on when we go in truth, in light, in unity, and not be living in the lie that we've been living in, because basically that's what it's all about. They shouldn't have to live in deceit, because if you don't know where you came from, you don't know where you're going. And this is what it's all about. So when I talk about Q movement, or when I talk about flat earth, or when I talk about anything, it's all connecting. As I said before, if anyone in my chat that knows what I've been talking about, everything, even though some people think it's batshit crazy, it's all connecting to the same thing. A lot of things are coming in to flat earth, because some people do say, like I was a bit like, yeah, it's quite important. Like some people say, oh, it doesn't really matter, when actually it really does matter. Because all behind it is why are they lying? What are they hiding? Hiding truth. What is the truth? That's what we're all trying to find out. Yep. So the more people want to hate, the more you want to shine your light. So, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So my battery's going to go. That's a Dolly Child. So yeah, I just wanted to do a little chat on that, and I'll see what comments I get. But I'm going to start leaving them up so people can see what sort of, you know, what comments are there. Anyway, flat earth is the thing that makes sense of all of the deceptions, all of them smoke screens to hide. Yeah, but the flat earth is what makes sense, but it doesn't mean that all the so-called other conspiracies are fake, because they're not. It brings it to flat earth, I think, because I've been reignited through Q to come to there, but it doesn't mean that the things we're finding out about Q, if you know what I'm talking about, you might not be on the Q train, the Trump train, doesn't mean that they're not true, because they are. Because it's what's gone on along with it, but brings you back to it. So you could say maybe it's Middle Earth, maybe that's the thing that we all come together in one is that, but still the other things are part of it, because that's all part of deceit that goes with it as well. So, you know, this is why I say there's a community here, a spiritual community talking about this. There's this other community on YouTube talking about the politics side of it. Really, when we know, because people go, oh, it's politics, Q. No, it's not. It's what lays behind the Trump, the politics all over Earth. It's all connected. What's going on everywhere at the minute, all at the same time. It's behind that curtain of politics. It's not really about politics. I've never voted in my life. Never wanted to, because it's always been the same side of the coin until Trump got in. And then I got interested because we're looking behind the curtain. It's not, that's the front bit of it. That's the, we're like, no, it's what's behind it. He's just mentioned FEMA today. Everyone gets triggered because FEMA was a bad thing when Hillary was in. Not anymore. They're doing the job they're supposed to be doing, not what they were going to do with the people in America. And that's what some people are still stuck on, that I know. They're like, oh, no, the New World Order's still coming in. No, it isn't. Reality as you know it is being brought down. The House of Cards are being brought down. That, say, pyramid that they were going to top off with Hillary isn't getting capped off because she didn't get in. Thank God. And she didn't bring the fake apocalypse fear-mongering thing they were bringing in. As I said, the apocalypse means uncovering, unveiling the truth to what we were meant to be, what was meant to be, and all the truths behind it. So that's all I'm going to say. And I'm going to go because my coffee's cold. And yeah, where we go, one we go all. So, just before that, check out John Thor's videos and Order Out of Chaos. Exactly. The top I got the other day, because the little video I showed before with the dome with the stars and everything, which I like to see it as, had this going round because it totally makes sense. It's moving round with the stars, the day and the night. Simple. Moon and stars. Love it. Love it. Yin and yang. Balance. Balance. Not men over women and women over men. It's balance. Because someone came in the other day and went, oh, I was watching your video and then I had to come out because you're like one of them feminazis, you know, like you said you hate men. I said, no, I didn't say I hated men. It's all in balance. I'm saying there's a lot of people who've been coming in trolling me, if we all know what I'm going on about, don't have to go on about it, that I thought women were bitchy. It's men that are doing it. Men that are doing it. I don't like them sort. I love men. It's not about women being over. If you want to say feminism, the feminists that came in, the old feminists, not these new ones that have come in, feminazis who are trying to overpower men and we're all powerful. No, it's about balance. Men can't work without women and women can't work without men. It's about balance. As I've kept saying, it's about unity and balance, coming together as one. It's what we all are. It's what we all are. So, yeah. Oh yeah, the government, yeah, you've got a right to question it. Exactly. Oh yeah, a card before I go. Hang on. To go and get them. Oh, maybe we won't be voting in the future. Maybe it'll be something else. Who knows? Guess we'll have to wait and see, won't we? I don't think you'll be voting if JFK Jr. comes out, put it that way. That'll unite Democrats and Republicans because he was a Democrat and he was Trump's friend and Trump's a Republican. Boom, boom. Just saying. Oh, I'll just have to show this because I love it. We'll just show this again. My little painting. Because he's just looking at me. Looking at me. Right, a card before I go. Do this. I'm going to do 3. One's just come out. Hey. Oh my God. And guess what number it is as well? 21. I'll show you in a minute. 21. 21st of this month is Human Rights Day. Ba-boom. Yeah, JFK Jr. was a Democrat at the time. So I think it'll unite. Let's do 3. Oh. Let's do 3 with evil cards that some people think they are. Not wanting to jump out. Oh. We always get the same cards. We haven't had that much different, have we, really? Which I'm not surprised. Come on. Oh, there's another one. Oh, just what we've been talking about. There are no contradictions in nature. Whatever you find a contradiction, you're dealing with a liar. Yep. Nature says it all. Nature doesn't lie. Nature doesn't lie. You can see everything in nature. Right, one more. Come on, cards. Hit the like button, people. Ooh. Sorry, that's not one. That's just fell out. It's just fell apart. Come on, cards. Maybe it doesn't want to give me a 3rd one. Tessa liked his 3s, so we'll have 3. Not doing it. Oh, it has. It's turned over, so I'll take that. Oh, we got this one the other day, didn't we? So we've got Fresh Approach, which we had the other day. Because there needs to be a fresh approach, and there will be a fresh approach when, you know, the reset button gets reset. 5, 8 and 4. Show your support. This is what I've just been talking about unity. Instead of people moaning and hating and all this sort of stuff, it's unity. I mean, what's this? She looks of earth. A little element there, looks like a spirit. Physical and spiritual coming together. Boat coming in. Yeah. And last one, I think we had this the other day, is the ideal course of action. Where's she looking towards? Is there a certain kingdom coming home? If you get what I'm saying. Just saying. Yeah, I did, and I subscribed. Thank you, Tyler. My son's called Tyler. He's nearly 20, and he's called Tyler. That lizard hat. I know, people get triggered by that. It was like a reptilian. We all have a reptilian side of the brain, though, don't we? So, there you go. Iguana. Yeah, iguana. Iguana. You know, I see reptilians sometimes. People say, well, it's a bit like people with cold blood, really. If you're cold-blooded, you haven't really got feelings. You know, if you're warm-blooded, you have. Which sort of person are you? Cold-blooded or warm-blooded? Are your intentions good or bad? Mine are good. I think people can see that. Some people can't because, you know, they choose to listen to other people and, you know, don't take time out to, you know, watch certain people and listen to certain things. So, looking forward to the free energy people. There's a lot of that going about Twitter and everything now, so we'll just watch this space. March is big, 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 and I'm going to go now and say night, and where we go one, we go all, and yeah, so let's see. I owned one once, did you? So, thanks for coming in, and, you know, thumbs up, because I'll probably get some thumbs down and have some silly comments after, but that is fine. I'm not going to react to them, so there you go. Bye. Have a good night. I'm glad you've got a wrench now, Tapper, because you've been asking one since you came in. Months and months and months and months and months ago. So yeah, so thanks for any newbies that have come in. Like I said, I have random chats about everything, and at the minute I'm talking about what I'm talking about, so you know, it doesn't mean if you believe in it or not, it doesn't matter. You know, the intentions are good. The intentions are good. So let's do a whoop whoop before I go. Can I get a whoop whoop? Raise some energy, people. Positivity. Because the haters don't like it. You have to put whoop whoop twice. Can I get a whoop whoop? Come on, whooping, people. W-H-O-O-P. Can I get a whoop whoop? Come on, whoops. Or hearts, because hearts are nice as well. Yay! Hoop hoop. Yeah, Robin, hoop-de hoop. I've been hooping today. I did some archery with my son with his little, where we go when we go out. Yep. He was in the garden. He shot it. He actually managed to shoot it. I'm getting better. Can I get a whoop whoop? Well, thanks for the whoops. Yeah, thanks for the whoops. You'll find, Tyler, that everyone's nice in chat, and then obviously now and again you get the, you know, the ones that dwell under the bridge. But everyone gets that. It's not new, is it? I get it with the Q, the ones who, you know, the ones who don't believe in it. So, tree hugger Dave, I love that. Go and hug a tree. So, I shall see you, what day is it? You may see me tomorrow. I don't know. Just call you Cupid with a bow. Oh, yeah. Yeah.